Hello, my name is Bella Longo. I'm a senior in college and an education major with a focus in social studies. Something that has truly impacted my life was when my little cousin Jack was hospitalized in the fall of 2021. Before I start the story, you may hear me refer to Jack as my little brother, and that is because my mom had actually surrogated for my aunt and uncle, but also because I consider him to be so much more than a cousin. So in September, Jack had gotten sick with a cold. He was put on medications, and he wasn't getting better after a week. So we went to the doctor, and the doctor had told us that he needed to go to the hospital. And we had just assumed that he was going to be there for 1 to 2 nights tops and get fluids, get some medications to help him feel better. But when we had arrived, he was put on full life support and put into a medically induced coma. He was like that for about 3 weeks. However, his full hospital stay had ranged from the middle of September 2021 to the middle of February 2022. During this time, doctors were running multiple tests on Jack to figure out what had happened, why he was so sick. And after ruling everything else out, they had diagnosed him with severe aplastic anemia. This in turn caused a need for blood and platelet transfusions multiple times daily for Jack. And during this time, the hospital had a low blood supply because not a lot of people were donating because of COVID-19. And so when I had found this out, I had decided to donate platelets to Jack. So every 2 weeks, I would do a double platelet donation in hopes of re-upping the hospital supply to get Jack the help that he needed. And on top of this, I was also going to school full-time, working part-time, and helping to take care of my younger sister. My mom, my aunt, and uncle would rotate the night shift to make sure that he constantly had someone there and that he wasn't alone. So I had to give up a lot of my weekends spending it with friends. I had to watch my little sister instead, make sure she got her homework done over the weekend, make sure she was fed, so that my mom and aunt and uncle could help take care of my little brother. When we had found out what was wrong, why he was so sick, the doctors had told us that Jack would eventually need a bone marrow transplant. And when I had found this out, I immediately joined the bone marrow registry. I unfortunately was not a match for Jack, but he did get a bone marrow transplant in January. He's in recovery now. But at that point in my life, I didn't know what was going on. I was terrified that I was going to lose my little brother. I was scared because I didn't know how to do everything on my own. And because this happened to my family and I, we learned to never take anything for granted and to appreciate each other and life and everything. And that's my story. That's something that's deeply impacted my life. And thank you everyone for listening.